A few days before his departure, Srila Gurudev was absorbed and the Krishna Karnamritam and some expressions of Madhavendra Puri. And he asked his veranda servitors, Nanda Priyavidi and some others, if they would print this one sloka of Madhavendra Puri for him, so that while lying or sitting, that he could see that and constantly remember that. And this was that sloka which says, Sandhya Vandana Bhadramastu Bhavato Bhoshnana Tubhyam Namo Bodheva Pitarascha Tarpana Vidho Naham Kama Kamyatam Yatra Krapi Nisadya Yarva Kulotang Shasya Kangsha Disha Smaram Smaram Agam Harami Taralam Manye Kimanyena Me. And when someone would ask him, what does this mean? He deferred, and I could say at the time if someone asked me to explain it, to say, Madhavendra Puri is saying the sandhyas, what you say, your mantram at sunrise, noon and sunset, I'm bidding adieu, goodbye to that, the different prayers you may say, bathing, the devas, the forefathers, all this. It's he's saying, Kama kamyatam, forgive me for neglecting you. But now that smaram agam harami taralam, now that I'm completely absorbed in remembrance of Krishna, Guru Gauranga Radha Govinda, he said, that's what you could hope to achieve by all of this. So that, now that I'm totally absorbed in that, forgive me for neglecting you, but I don't think that anything is necessary for me. But in a word, if you had to say, what does this mean? In a word, it means goodbye, farewell. So he was riveted to this sloka as he was withdrawing from this plane and being totally absorbed in the upper world. So it was, as in his final days, he was reciprocating everyone's heart's desire. Whatever their hearts ever desired, he was blessing them with that. And proceeding to withdraw from this plane and become absorbed in the upper world with Srila Guru Maharaj and his Guru Varga.
continue serving with increased intensity. Just following your heart, your flow of affection to Gurudev.
The moment, we just understood that he left, I was like, it was the worst realization in my life.
Lost the most valuable or best thing in my whole life.
The loss of his divine presence here.
Still very hard to think that he's not physically near.
The months previous to his passing, to be with him because of his health condition, to see him suffering day after day.
Immediately afterwards, I wasn't sure how it was possible that I could still be alive.
I mean, it wasn't always that he was suffering, but there was times when it was very difficult to see him in that condition.
I mean, I have to say that the very first day, that day when Srila Govinda Maharaj departed, it was, I would probably describe it as a disaster zone.
It was just an amazing, wild experience for us, because we never could imagine that this kind of event would be possible in front of ourselves.
Been in the presence of Gurudev when he passed.
position. This is Acharya Maharaj Guru. Guru Maharaj know that this Guru Maharaj is speaking. Guru Maharaj there. Guru Maharaj is speaking this. Guru here, 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 here. Window, house. Here, Guru Maharaj, here.
He told me I am leaving tomorrow, but I cannot believe he. I am thinking he joked with me. And morning, when I got telephone from Mohananda, I cannot believe it. And what shall I do that time? I do not know. Because I cannot believe Gurudev left.
And in my heart, I'm not feeling really bad about Srila Govinda Maharaj leaving, in the sense that, of course, I am sad and I, lost the most valuable or best thing in my whole life. But at the same time, I am not sad about this because I know it's His divine will. He wants, this is what He wants.
Everything from the day of his departure to the way he departs, it was fully divine and fully arranged by himself.
In my profession, I've seen death many times, and it wasn't death.
But he knew that he's going, and he just, in his own way, said goodbye, and he gave to everyone something that this person desired. Like
Srila Govinda Maharaj, he asked to some devotees, I wasn't there, he said, when is Janardhan Maharaj leaving? And Sanatani told, oh, he extended his ticket. And Srila Govinda Maharaj was very happy. He says, oh, he is my best friend. So I know Srila Govinda Maharaj in this way is saying goodbye to, he's saying goodbye to me, and he's saying different things to say goodbye to other persons.
He didn't look like death. He looked like he was there. Everybody expected him to just open his eyes and chastise us up for, making too much noise or something. He wasn't gone.
Guru, that this is revelador. Every day.
we know he's just like a son. He's somewhere in his own world, his own path, and we just vanish from our mundane vision, but his presence is everything here. This mat, his devotees, his songs, his poetry, his books.
He's never left here. He's never left. He's never left.
It's very hopeful, I think so, and beautiful to see how much he, like till the very end, to the very last detail, he did his service to his Guru Maharaj. Like how much, impossible to think how much every devotee feels taken care of and how beautiful the mission is and the glory that he left.
His character, his personality was the most perfect thing we can think of, his spiritual behavior and so that it's irreparable, like something you cannot replace.
Everything they said, everything that I've learned in my life scripturally that I didn't really understand, kind of hit home. You know, that Guru Tattva is not the same as Jiva Tattva, and that
now that I no longer have that connection, I just have to pray that I will continue to feel that connection, because he really, the heart-to-heart transaction you have with your guru, it's not dependent on depth, it's not dependent on time or place. It's a heart-to-heart transaction that is eternal.
I don't know, there's really a spiritual world, there's really Guru, there's really everything sort of hit home on Saturday for me in an incredibly agonizing, joyful, happy, sad, simultaneously good and bad, heartbreaking way.
Of course, I'm feeling his presence. He's giving guidance. And he told me, why Nokul, why Devabandhu is not cooking for me. And for that I phone called to Mohananda, please arrange his cook. Yesterday he told me, why Devabandhu is not cooking yet for me. Phone called Calcutta Mohananda, and I told, yes, Devabandhu have to come and he will cook for him.
And no doubt we have to always try also to trace the absolute perspective that he's eternally existing in the divine realm. And if we can remember that he's like eternally engaged in that transcendental plane, and there is no other way but that he will be happy now, like well positioned, well situated. The loss is from our side, and from his side there's no way to have any loss. So considering his happiness as our own happiness, our hearts should be relieved from that pain.
He's here. And he always will be here.
He wasn't gone. And that is remarkable.
Gurudev has not left me. He's still always in my heart, but I can leave him. So it's really my decision. If I want Gurudev to stay with me, then he will be there always. I just have to look.
No está muerto, está vivo. Está vivo, pero no está muerto todavía. Está en la vida de Acharya Maharaj.